What if I told you the secret to preventing falls, reducing back pain, and walking confidently into your 80s has nothing to do with expensive supplements or complicated gym routines? There's one muscle group that most seniors completely overlook, and it's costing them their independence. I'm talking about your glutes. A major study published in BMC Geriatrics found that older adults who fall have significantly weaker gluteal muscles than non-fallers, directly linking weak glutes to higher fall risk. Stay with me, because in the next 10 minutes, I'll show you 5 simple exercises that can rebuild your glutes in just weeks, even if you haven't exercised in years.
You might be thinking, glutes? Aren't those just for athletes? Not at all. Your glutes are the powerhouse of your lower body. They control how you stand, walk, climb stairs, rise from chairs, and protect your lower back every single day. Here's what many people over 60 don't realize. After age 50, we lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year unless we actively fight it. And because we sit so much, the glutes are often the first muscles to weaken. Weak glutes don't just affect walking or stairs. They trigger a chain reaction. Your lower back compensates, your knees take extra stress, and your hip flexors tighten. That's why so many seniors struggle with back pain, knee arthritis, and balance problems. The researchers found higher levels of fatty infiltration in the glute muscles of fallers, meaning healthy muscle tissue had been replaced by fat. The most affected were the gluteus medius and minimus, the muscles responsible for side-to-side balance, explaining the increased fall risk. Here's the encouraging part. The same research showed that muscle composition can improve with proper training. Even long weakened glutes can be rebuilt. What made the difference was what I call consistency over intensity. The most effective programs started small and increased gradually, about 20% per week. Now, let's move into the 5 exercises that can rebuild your glutes and restore your mobility. And if you want more science-backed exercises to stay strong and independent as you age, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Trust me, your future self will thank you.
Exercise number 1. Step-ups. The first exercise is one of my absolute favorites for seniors because it mimics real-life movements you do every single day. It's called the step-up. Step-ups target your glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings while also challenging your balance and coordination. Think about it. Every time you climb stairs, step onto a curb, or get into a car, you're doing a variation of this movement. By strengthening this pattern, you're directly improving your functional independence. Here's how to perform a proper step-up. Start by finding a sturdy step or platform. For beginners, I recommend using the bottom step of a staircase or a step that's about 4 to 6 inches high. Place the step in front of you and have a railing or chair nearby for balance support if needed. Place your right foot completely on the step, making sure your entire foot is planted firmly. From here, engage your core by pulling your belly button slightly inward. Now here's the key. Push through your right heel, not your toes, and lift your body up onto the step. Your left foot should follow, tapping lightly on the step. Slowly lower your left foot back down to the floor with control, keeping your right foot on the step. That's 1 repetition. The movement should be smooth and controlled, not rushed. Aim for 2 sets of 8 to 10 repetitions on each leg. Now, let me give you some important variations. If you're finding this challenging, start with an even lower step, maybe just 2 to 3 inches high. You can also hold on to a railing with both hands for extra support. There's absolutely no shame in this. We're building strength progressively. For those of you who find this too easy, try using a higher step, up to 8 to 10 inches. You can also add a light dumbbell in each hand. Start with 5 pounds and work your way up. Another advanced option is to pause at the top of the movement for 2 to 3 seconds, really squeezing your glutes. One critical form tip: avoid pushing off with your bottom leg. The leg that's on the step should be doing at least 90% of the work. This ensures your glutes are properly activated.
Exercise number 2. Glute kickbacks.
The second exercise specifically targets the largest of your three glute muscles, the gluteus maximus. This is the muscle that gives you power when you walk, helps you stand up from a seated position, and protects your lower back. The glute kickback is perfect for seniors because it's low impact and can be done anywhere, even while watching TV. Here's how to do it properly. Start by standing behind a sturdy chair or counter, holding onto it lightly for balance. Your feet should be hip-width apart with a slight bend in your knees. Engage your core and keep your back straight throughout the movement. Now, shift your weight onto your left leg. Keeping your right leg relatively straight but not locked, slowly kick it backward, leading with your heel. The key here is to squeeze your glute muscle at the top of the movement. You should feel this working in your buttock, not your lower back. If you're feeling it in your back, you're arching too much. Keep your core tight and don't lean forward. Hold the top position for 1 to 2 seconds, really focusing on that glute squeeze, then slowly return to the starting position. Perform 2 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions on each leg. For the easier version, reduce your range of motion. Even lifting your leg just a few inches will engage your glutes. You can also do this exercise lying on your stomach on a bed, which removes the balance challenge entirely. To make it more challenging, add an ankle weight, starting with just 1 to 2 pounds. You can also slow down the movement, taking 3 to 4 seconds to lift and 3 to 4 seconds to lower. This increases the time your muscle is under tension, leading to better strength gains. Here's a pro tip. Place your hand on your glute as you perform the exercise. You should feel it contract and harden. If you don't feel anything, you might be using your hamstring or lower back. This mind-muscle connection is crucial for getting results. Now, if you're enjoying these exercises, just tell me in comments and also share your most memorable time or health-related story. Don't forget to mention your age and city name.
So, as we continue with the remaining exercises, remember, start where you are, not where you think you should be. Progress gradually, stay consistent, and the results will come. Think marathon, not sprint. Exercise number 3, seated band abduction. Exercise number 3 targets a muscle that's often completely neglected, but is absolutely crucial for balance and hip stability, your gluteus medius. This is the muscle on the side of your hip, and it's responsible for keeping your pelvis level when you walk, preventing your knee from caving inward and maintaining your balance on one leg. Weak gluteus medius muscles are one of the main reasons seniors develop that side-to-side waddle when walking and experience knee pain. The seated band abduction is perfect because it isolates this muscle while keeping you in a stable, seated position. Here's what you'll need: a resistance band or loop band. If you don't have one, you can use a rolled-up towel between your knees for the easier version. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. Place the resistance band around your thighs just above your knees. Your knees should be hip-width apart to start. Sit up tall with your core engaged and your back straight. Now, slowly push your knees apart against the resistance of the band, moving them outward as far as comfortable. You should feel this in the outer part of your hips and buttocks. Hold this position for 2 to 3 seconds, really squeezing those side glutes, then slowly return to the starting position with control. Perform 2 sets of 15 to 20 repetitions. For the easier version, use a lighter resistance band or no band at all. Simply practice the movement of pushing your knees apart and squeezing. You can also place a small ball or cushion between your knees and practice squeezing it instead. To increase difficulty, use a heavier resistance band. You can also perform this exercise standing while holding onto a chair for balance. This adds more challenge to your stabilizer muscles. Another advanced option is to slow down the movement, taking 4 to 5 seconds to push out and 4 to 5 seconds to return. Here's something important. You might not feel a big burn with this exercise, and that's okay. Consistency with this exercise will dramatically improve your balance and walking pattern over time. Exercise number 4, the Bulgarian split squat.
Now, we're moving to what I call the king of glute builders for seniors, the Bulgarian split squat. Don't let the fancy name intimidate you. The Bulgarian split squat works your glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings while also challenging your balance and core stability. It's a single leg exercise, which means it helps correct muscle imbalances between your right and left sides, something almost everyone over 60 has to some degree. Here's the setup. Stand about 2 feet in front of a sturdy chair or low bench. The chair should be behind you. Place the top of your left foot on the chair behind you, laces down. Your right foot should be planted firmly on the ground in front of you. Have another chair or counter in front of you that you can hold on to for balance. This is important for safety, especially when you're learning the movement. From this position, engage your core and keep your torso upright. Now, bend your right knee and lower your body down until your right thigh is roughly parallel to the floor, or as far as you can comfortably go. Your left knee will naturally bend and move toward the floor. The key is to push through your right heel as you stand back up, squeezing your glute at the top of the movement. Start with one set of 6 to 8 repetitions on each leg. For the easier version, don't lower yourself as far. Even a few inches of movement will engage your muscles. You can also use both hands on the support chair to help lift yourself up. Another option is to skip the elevated back foot entirely and do a reverse lunge instead. To make it more challenging, try reducing your reliance on the front support, eventually letting go completely. You can also hold a dumbbell in each hand, starting with 5 to 10 pounds. Advanced exercisers can increase the depth of the movement or add a pause at the bottom position. A critical form cue. Your front knee should track over your toes, not cave inward or bow outward. Keep your torso upright, don't lean too far forward, and remember to breathe. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you push up. This exercise might feel awkward at first, and that's completely normal. Your balance will improve with practice. Start slow, focus on form over speed, and gradually increase your range of motion as you build strength.
Exercise number 5, glute bridge. We've arrived at the final exercise, and it's one of the most powerful movements for building overall glute strength and protecting your lower back, the glute bridge. I've seen this single exercise transform lives. It strengthens all 3 glute muscles simultaneously, relieves lower back pain, improves hip mobility, and even helps with posture. Plus, it's safe for almost everyone because you're lying on your back with full support. Here's the proper technique. Lie on your back on a comfortable surface. A yoga mat, carpet, or even your bed works fine. Bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Your feet should be close enough to your buttocks that you can almost touch your heels with your fingertips. Place your arms at your sides, palms facing down for stability. Before you start, engage your core by gently drawing your belly button down toward your spine. Now, press through your heels, not your toes, and lift your hips off the floor. Squeeze your glutes hard at the top of the movement. Your body should form a relatively straight line from your shoulders to your knees, though don't hyperextend your back. Hold this top position for 2 to 3 seconds, maintaining that glute squeeze. Then, slowly lower your hips back down with control. Perform 2 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. For the easier version, lift your hips just a few inches off the ground. Focus on the glute squeeze rather than the height. You can also place a pillow under your head for comfort, or perform the exercise on your bed if getting on the floor is difficult. To increase difficulty, try the single leg variation. Extend one leg straight out while performing the bridge with the other leg. This dramatically increases the challenge. You can also place a resistance band around your thighs and push your knees slightly apart during the movement to engage your gluteus medius. Another option is to hold a weight on your hips. Start with a light dumbbell or even a book. 2 important tips for seniors. First, avoid arching your lower back excessively. The movement should come from your glutes and hips, not your spine. Second,
If you feel this exercise in your hamstrings more than your glutes, bring your feet slightly closer to your buttocks. Your glutes are the foundation of your independence. They determine whether you can walk confidently, climb stairs without help, and live life on your own terms well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Start with whichever variations feel comfortable for you today. Increase gradually by 20% each week. Stay consistent, and most importantly, be patient with yourself. Strength doesn't come overnight, but it absolutely comes with consistent effort. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who could benefit from stronger glutes and better mobility. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more science-backed exercises designed specifically for seniors. Your journey to stronger, pain-free movement starts today. I'll see you in the next video.